So we'll get into the intro now, but we want to talk about our favourite princess.
Yeah, because we were talking about, and you said...
I said Sleeping Beauty.
And I don't think she is.
Like, so what I was trying to say is that I don't know how we got on the subject about who's your favourite princess, by the way. I know, because we were saying, yeah, man has one of their mad jackets that looks like the Little Mermaid. Looks like the Little Mermaid puked in it, because she's full of colours, the Little Mermaid. Yeah. And I know all the princesses, by the way. You
Personally, yeah?
Yeah.
Is this because you have daughters?
Because I've daughters.
Is this Sober Joe? Or?
This is Sober Joe, yeah. I've nothing in me. Yeah.
Not me yet.
Yeah. No, but so because when you go to Disneyland, like they have fucking identical of the real life living type of princess, and obviously they're stunning looking.
Yeah.
You see fucking Snow White walking around, you're like, oh my god, they're really stunning looking, and obviously like they're paid actresses, and actors for that matter. Like it's nuts. So, but yeah, like you're going, oh my god, and you're like, I fucking love princesses.
I got confused there. I thought, what does Sleeping Beauty look like? Cause
so she's this short black hair.
No, that's Snow White.
That is just Snow White is the Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the same board.
That's how it is.
It's the same, man.
It's the same board.
She's Glenarden.
She never told me.
She's
I
the same,
you
man.
was someone else.
Snow White. No, usually Snow keeps you awake. What's the story?
Beauty and the Beast. I like her.
Yeah, I like the Beast too. The Beauty one or the Beast one? Yeah. There's a few of them, like, but they changed them all.
Cinderella is a bit of a class.
What about the one with the hair?
Oh, Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Yeah, man, I'm over there. Yeah, man, over there.
What a
Rapunzel.
He's a pro.
Yeah, and I will throw my hair down to that
princess. I swear.
Yeah.
Just rolled into it, lovely.
Hair, yeah.
Straight off the back
she
of
was straight into Tokyo, I think. Yeah. No, but when you get to see the princesses, I would ask, like, fucking hell, man. Because they walk around and all them, even the princes are all fucking, they look fucking chiseled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They obviously, and you're in America, it's in America, so they have all these people that could be from anywhere all over the world, and they apply for the fucking jobs, like high paid jobs they get to walk around, and they do. And then, I don't know if we've been banging on about Disney characters, but I've been in a good few times to Disneyland, because my brother lives like half an hour away from the original Disneyland in California. It's in Orange County. People always get mixed up because Disney World is in Florida.
Yeah, I don't believe there's one in California.
I don't believe in Santi. I don't believe there's one in California.
I don't
believe in Australia.
I've never seen pictures of it.
Yeah, he doesn't go down under.
Why wouldn't there be pictures of it?
I've just never seen them.
They're the same. You wouldn't know the difference. So that exact same. So if you went to the Disneyland and Disney World and Euro Disney, which is in Paris, it's the exact same. It's like going to McDonald's and fucking Tallaght McDonald's and bleeding Black Rock. You couldn't tell where you are. You're in McDonald's.
So Disneyland to Disney World, what's the difference?
So the Disney World has like a multitude of parks. It's like 30 parks. Like it has, multitude. Yeah, I know. I'll be saying that again. Yeah. So no, it has. But then, so in California, the parks are close enough, but close. So when you go into Disney World, they're all literally in one area. Like, and you have Universal Studios, and you have Pixar, all them different ones that have
Harry Potter
World. They're all together.
So it is its own little city base, is it?
It's a whole
there's
world
all
of all
different
these parks. Theme parks. There's all different theme parks.
Huge.
But in California, the original, which is over 50 years old, I think they had their 50th. Like a couple of years ago.
Apparently, if it's real.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah. So Walt Disney was from Florida or something, was he? No, he's fucking, that's where it was
set up. California?
No, it's Los Angeles, it's Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's all Hollywood. So Hollywood started a whole Disney franchise in Hollywood. They went, let's build a theme park, and it's Disneyland.
Have you been to that
Disney?
That's the only one I've been to.
Oh, you haven't been to World?
I've been to World.
No.
And that is real.
No.
But you know, the only the princes
great.
and princesses talk. The Mickey Mouse and all doesn't talk. They're not allowed to talk.
Why?
I don't know. They don't let the people dressed in like the big like cartoons. They're not allowed to talk. They just wave.
But the one where I am, see, that's why Disney World is shite and Disneyland is rap. No,
but they talk over there.
They talk, man. Oh, hiya, kids! I got here today. Oh, gee whiz! Come on, Pluto!
That's pretty impressive to be fair to you. That's good.
Oh, gee whiz, Mickey! We don't know. We remember being over in there, and you know, when kids always get into trouble, and the little ones going, I would love to, where's the Mickey ride? Because there's all different, they call them teams, and because you're a dope, Carl, and you go over there like a dope, and you go, where's this ride? Because we would call them but they're called attractions.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like the Space Mountain attraction, the fucking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Splash Mountain, there's all the different.
You like all that
space
shit, yeah?
Love it.
Nah, me and him wouldn't be up to that now.
Oh
wouldn't we, bro?
man, it's no.
Bit of pussies, to be honest. Like.
I ripped the two sides of me cheeks screaming on the fucking wooden roller coaster in Tallaght Park.
Really?
Like that. Ripped the two sides of me
That's
cheeks.
called the fucking, what's his name? It's named after one of our heroes, is the Hulk or something?
No, Q Cullen.
The Q Cullen.
Q Cullen.
Yeah, we knew we had something like him. With the Hulk.
We touched on Rapunzel there.
Yeah, we did.
Touch on it.
So yeah,
Well, Joe just had us on his solo show as support the weekend.
Yeah, you did well. You did brilliant.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very much.
It's
man.
gonna be,
Fucking-
yeah, did you record anyway?
Of our set?
Yeah.
My sister recorded it, our sets,
okay, yeah.
Oh, she recorded mine as well.
I think she recorded yours as
Oh,
well.
nice one.
Yeah, because my videographer recorded, as far as I know, the whole lot of it. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so
quality.
it's on me €150 each. Man.
He was on the bad side though, wasn't he? He was on the right hand side.
Is
So
that your bad side?
don't want to see. Yeah, don't want to see.
yeah. Now we can flip it.
Oh, yeah. Nowadays. Yeah. Disney World.
No, we could flip it. But like it was, listen, on the whole thing of bringing you two on the show, I felt, because then someone was like, how many fucking comedians have you got on it? And I was like, oh, listen, I knew you were only going to be doing a small set.
Yeah.
And it was because I had Jules too. I had Black Paddy, I had Chris,
Yeah.
and
Gary.
Gary. So Gary's been around, Gary Lynch has been around since I started doing comedy, and I think he's one of my favourite comedians.
Yeah,
brilliant,
He's one of
man.
my favourite.
He's
And
unreal.
unrated, man, in a long way, by a long shot.
Even in the green room, just rattling things
brilliant.
out, like the joke, the chest joke and all that.
yeah,
mate,
he's
fucking
brilliant.
You both did that, actually. That's when you can see the difference of someone that's really, really good. Like you did.
Rolling off the fucking tongue of...
Of just there and then.
Yeah.
We're
Like,
actually
you-
going, I'm going to do that
yeah,
on stage
but
now.
you did that
Yeah.
then. That's your biggest show today. You said
Yeah.
like 2 jokes in the green room and go on stage and just rattle them off. They weren't planned, man. You just had that.
Did I do that?
Yeah,
As well?
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
the best one I've ever laughed at was probably the pudding one. The pudding one, man, when you said pudding, I fucking was dying, man.
So for the context of the whole, you couldn't get, like, Sarah even said to me, at one stage she thought it could have been an ad for RTE. It was so diverse, the lineup. Like we had this ginger, right, on this, like, which could be, like, we would have everything, you know what I mean? It's like this, and then like a Black Paddy, like, and then the albino was Chris.
Yeah, no, he actually
He's
is
an
albino.
amazing fucking
Oh, yeah,
comedian.
amazing. He is.
Chris
He's
Watts.
deadly.
Get to see him. He's such a good. So why am I telling you why I ended up taking the use on? And I could have just went. A lot of comedians would just go and have one support act.
Yeah.
And I have done. I just went right with Gary. And before I went with just Chris. I was going to Galway to do a gig up in the Roche and Dove in Galway, and I was let down by support act. And I was like, on the way, and I was like, he's not even there. So I was like, rang ahead, and the promoter up there says, well, we've a guy up here that won a competition up here, and he's really good. And I said, look, whatever you suggest, I'm just happy to have someone to support me. And they normally do about 20 minutes or 23 minutes,
Yeah.
but he wasn't that. He was only newish, so we think he did 15. And it was Chris. And he's an albino guy, like, but all his jokes are all about, obviously, because that's his niche.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's fucking
He's
brilliant.
brilliant. He's
so
fucking
brilliant.
funny.
And even, like, as I said, I've seen him loads of times, but I can only keep going back to say fucking Sarah. I feel like I can give myself the ick saying Sarah that much, to be honest with you. No, but because she would have seen him, and she's like, she'd have go, the difference in Chris now and doing where he was when we seen him when he was in,
Really, yeah.
when he did that, because so the reason, again, I'm just coming back to why I had you all on, because firstly Gary was going to come with me. Gary was going to be my support act originally. It's like Gary, love him, real dark, great dark, really fucking
Brilliant,
sick, dark, fucked up jokes,
Funny
but
stuff.
funny, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You like that stuff, but and again, because he has that look about you, you're not expecting it, and it just smacks away a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dark joke. So we had him, and then I thought, you know what, I hadn't seen Chris for about a year, and I bumped into him then in Temple Bar, and he was doing a fucking flyer for one of the clubs. I don't want to mention him because it's no better club than the clubs that I'm going to be back running very soon. And I was like, watch this space. So, watch this space.
Let me know when
No, it's,
I still watch it, or can I look up?
so I got Chris in. I seen him. I was like, oh, fucking good to see you back, because he gave up for a while and was concentrating on his studying and college.
really? Yeah.
He's only young, 23 or
He's
something.
only 23, yeah. So when he come back, but you had him support me in the studio, which is upstairs.
And how's
So
what?
there's
How many does that hold?
60 or 70 people.
You originally
Yeah,
just had that book.
I sold that out twice last year.
Right.
So we did one night and it sold out.
Right.
And then we've got a second night on and that sold out. And I was like, oh, nice. Do you know what I mean? And the Civic was like that. So when I went down to the Civic, then I have Rapunzel, a new show, and I goes, can I go and get this? And they went, what are you talking about? They was main stage, and I was like, what? The 300's here, and I got shit myself, and I was like, nah, not a hope. And I was like, right, then let's do it, because it's the only way you can do it. You just have to go, push forward.
Yeah,
that's where you take baby steps, and then you take one leap. You know what I mean? So when I seen Chris, and I was like, fucking, he did this studio with me, and he was brilliant, and I just felt like a nice progression to have him with me. I had him when I hadn't got. So that's him, and then Gary was on. But then going back to him, we did a gig for that little kid in Tallaght, Archie, who was really sick, and they're raising serious amount of money for. And I touched on this as well, about even in the middle of fucking doing a comedy, how amazingly heartwarming it is to see communities coming together and raising money and doing all these charity gigs, fun run, Get Better with Chris. Everybody you name is on this, is trying to raise money for this, which makes it, like, you know, when you lose, sometimes you lose faith in humanity. Fuck, this is everything.
That's what it's all about as well.
Everything's going to shit, and then something happens as disastrous it is for that little kid. And the mother and father is just, they're like, they're not giving up. They are going to fucking do this for Archie. So we did a gig for Archie in the Plaza. It was like, I got approached and said, will you put on a comedy show? And I said, of course we will, 100%. Let's sell tickets. Book the Plaza. We had a big room, and unfortunately we had a comedians booked. Gary Lynch was there, Eric Lawler was there, there was a few other, Tommy
Dan
Nicholson.
did that as well.
Dan did it as well. So I was getting all these comedians on, and I got Aidan McQueen and all, loads of great comedians on, and Tallaght We and Eric Lawler. But they, who was organising already, they wanted me, and they wanted Al and Eric and Willa and all, and I said, bring these along and that along and Aidan. So unfortunately, Willa couldn't make it, and because he had a thing that he was doing for some, but he had to read the script down, and it was very important at lastminute.com that he concentrated on this little thing. It's great to do charities, but he was like, if I don't concentrate on this tonight, I'm not gonna get to do the audition tomorrow. So I was like, yeah, do that, 100%. We saw that, and Al couldn't do it because his sister had booked the family holiday, which he was unaware of. So there was two comedians down, and I was like, fucking right, who else are we gonna get? And I was thinking about it, and then Sharon Dunn, who was the cousin of Una, the ma, she was like, we'd love to get Black Paddy, and she said we messaged them a few times. These guys are huge, massive amount of followers. They don't see the messages. I'm only like that on with me following, but I have to go in and look at requests. There's loads of messages that I'm not seeing from ages ago. So he never seen it, and I have his number, and I know him 11 years. I was like, okay, and he came out, and he was like 100%, and he came and did the gig, and he smashed the shit out of the Plaza in this Tallaght crowd. And I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna get this guy to come and work us on Tallaght, because I know he wants to get back into stand-up comedy. He does the content, and that's how Paddy is on. Do you know what I mean? So now I have Gary, Chris, and Black Paddy on board, and then like you two guys, we've built up this fucking we built up with this little, I was going to say chemistry.
Yeah.
I have relationships. This is chemistry. I know what relationship is. This is chemistry, right? Now, what did I say last?
What they tell you, don't contradict me.
Don't contradict me. So I know what yous were going, and yous are like, yous are fucking great guys, and I know yous are funny, and I got to see you, and I didn't get to see you, and I know yous are staying. And I thought, you know what? Put the fucking ladder down behind you and give guys opportunities, and that's what I feel. Man. That's where I feel to be doing. Oh, you wouldn't be doing it all the time, because I know other people said, oh, an hour, you did an hour, but that's how it became. There was a nice, and I was delighted then, and I said at the start, for these guys, surround yourself with people that you like, you love, fucking feel this energy and buzz of, and instead of being in fucking, and that's what it was, and everyone wrecked it. You was fucking, man, I was so fair play, just proud of you, watching this going out, hats off to you, proud of you. These guys, if you have a club promoting something, book them. They do
book them? Did you say fuck them?
Yeah, no, I said book them first and then fuck them. In other words, don't pay them because they're not getting paid right now. So now book them for a gig. If you have a club or you're a promoter, you're looking to get these two guys on, they're brand new, and I can see us doing really well. And as I said, it's all about pushing forward. So thanks very much for coming on it. You know what I mean? So
no one would like that. People wouldn't believe that. Like, there's no one else in the scene doing that type of shit, man. What you did there
after a year, and like, I mean, we done the biggest gig we done before that was 90 something people, and
that
was once.
He did 91, so I did 70 once.
Where was that? Do you mind if we open this?
No, go
for it.
No, because I'm.
Was it more Stitches? Yeah. Stitches on a Saturday night, parked out.
Stitches,
and that was once.
Spot. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Haven't done it. That was like November. Mine was.
And mine was fucking September. So from 70 people, that was basically 300 people there.
300 people. So that's why almost 300 people sold out.
Like
70 to 90 to 300.
I don't know. Did I say that loud enough?
What? Say it again.
It was sold out.
Yeah.
Like 300 people. Like
almost.
Individual human beings with all their own lives.
Yeah.
Going home. Doing their own shit.
Well, even everyone said, Joe, even my family and all that, they just said, your energy, first of all, was unmatched. Like, There's nothing like, there's not many that just have the, it's like a Joe Dowlin effect or something. Oh, Joe Dowlin. Joe Dowlin.
So good, you didn't even
But when people were walking in, there was just like a buzz like no other. Because everybody's just fucking up for it. It's you. Everybody's just replicating you. And
well,
like,
they're all my customers. I said I'm Kettman. They're not fans. They're not fans. They're customers. Not all people like, Kettman.
Nah, it was fun. Even in the green room and all, like, I was obviously shitting and nervous, but I wasn't as nervous as I should have been, and that made me nervous then as well.
Well, 100%. Sorry, I don't want to cut across you, but 100% the nerves are the best things you can have.
Yeah.
Keep you on your
Well,
toes.
you made us not as nervous because we were just buzzing. Like, we were like, this is fucking gas. We're going to do a gig now with our mates, and then you kind of go, bollocks, in 5 minutes we're walking to a stage with 300 people. So I need to kind of reel in this little giddiness for a second. Not as much to be like, because you want to keep it and you want to still be fucking giddy going on the stage. But you had us such at ease, like with the buzz in the green room and everything in the backstage and all before it. Unbelievable.
We had some crack backstage at the same right while the show was going on.
oh my God, man.
And we have to be quiet. Because you're like, right, we're here and like just twice the distance of you is someone doing a fucking set for the almost 300 people sold out.
Say, you're right, man. You're fucking right.
So they're doing that set and we're like, and I love the beauty of that because I was super tired and stressed obviously as well because it's my biggest gig to date for me.
Yeah.
And in my hometown, so I was nervous and stressed as well, and I was like, what am I going to do, and then I just thought, just pick your 3 subjects that you know what you want to talk about and just roll with that and just gel into it, man, because I've done it before, I've done this before, I've loads of times I've just gone, but this gig I didn't do a lot of times, and the Axis one, by the way, that I did recently, I didn't go A, B, C, D, E, F, because that's sometimes what you do, and is what you do, and what you're supposed to do starting off, but otherwise, because you can lose it, and then if you lose your train of thought or where you go A, B, D, and then C, you know what I mean, and you're back and forth, and that could fuck you up in your head, you're losing it, but I'm at that stage where now I'm just going, I know my subjects where I am, and I said that, I said, I'm going to drift off here into this, and I'm going to come back then to whatever my subject is, and I had 3 good subjects I wanted to talk about, Tallaght, do you know what I mean? And then, I don't even, it's gone out of my head now, but that's where it was for me, so we were super nervous, but then before we went out, we were in the green room, and we were having the bottles, and we're all there with some buzz, and then I was like, I'm going into my dressing room, and I'm just gonna fucking get it, which I did, and I did a whole private, right? No, but I do a little fucking like
ice bath.
I fucking that's what it looks like. But I have to get myself fucking dressed.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to get in the zone.
Pumped up a little bit, and I was like, oh, do you know, I'm going out to watch these comedians. Where sometimes a lot of you doing support actors, they're not there. No, they're never there. They won't watch it. You just go, you do your fucking shit. Yeah. And then when they come back in, they go, how'd you get on?
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm watching. Excuse me, I'm watching all this, and I loved it then because we were out there. And we're watching all the comedians. Yeah.
And we're having a bit of a laugh.
We're laughing at the jokes.
Every joke
cracking.
that was said, Joe made sure all the comedians heard exactly. He came over, he's like, did you hear that?
He said that.
It's so funny. Watch. And it was the 3 little kids in the back, you know what I mean?
We were only saying, like, not that we're fucking flying, but we've been doing lots of different shit. Like, we're in the Versatile video and we've been doing podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
And we haven't really had a chance to sit back. There was a time we were backstage when you were on stage and we were like, this is mad.
Yeah.
And there's 300 people out there watching our mate on stage. Yeah. They've paid in to watch this. Yeah. And we're part of this. We're here.
It's deadly,
he gave us this opportunity to fucking...
Deadly, isn't it?
Like, thanks again.
No, we can't never thank it enough for that. Like.
Well, you can't. Keep going.
But even though
you can't thank me enough, I'll fucking let you keep thanking me.
3 hours. Keep it going. Keep going.
3 hours.
But we had... I even kept thinking, like, I kept thinking to myself, like, you've never... seen us do stand up. You've seen us in here. You've had a laugh with us.
We have a laugh.
But doing a set, and you said, and I'll keep saying, but sold out show and Tallaght 300 people, go out now and show me what you can do.
Yeah, that was ballsy.
That was
very ballsy.
It was very. Were you shitting it a little bit?
No, not really. No, because I know he's funny and I know he's likeable. So the first thing about getting on stage, and I said that to a few people that I said, I'd love to do. I said, first thing you need to do is be likeable. Yeah. You can go up there and this and then there's a very thin line between confidence and cockiness.
Yeah.
So you can be confident. I got this, and I've seen a few comedians ruin that little fucking set by being too And I've probably gone a little bit too confident and looked cocky myself at times. But I know, because I'm doing it that long as well, that sometimes you let... And that's why I do them jokes about, oh, I know I look like I sell heroin on a scooter in O'Connell Street.
Bring yourself a bit back down to earth,
oh, it's actually Talbot Street. I'm barred from O'Connell Street. No, but... And then I say, look, I'm a fucking with the family, and I'm just letting them... Especially if they're not aware of who you are. Because some people get straight away, they just go, don't like you. From looking at you or from hearing you, they will just go, no, I can only imagine this fella, and they'll just be like you see it with guys going to comedy shows where there's female comedians and the fucking females going to shows where there's male comedians, and that's not just a sexist thing. They're just like, oh, they're there for their partner. They're just like, oh. And then you'd hear people coming out, and I've seen that, and I've heard it loads of times with like Enya Martin and Emma Dorn at the boyfriend's being dragged along, and they're roaring laughing. And they weren't expecting it.
Of course,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when someone comes up to you, like I had that a few times, people come up, and I think because we had it recorded. Obviously, I had Michael coming in, and my whole thing as well is trying to record it, because it's great people watching it on the show, but if you can put a little bit of footage out and see people saying, oh okay, well, that's what he does and that's what it is, that's why I'm trying to record it as much professionally as I can. So he came out, and what he did the last time on the Axis gig, he came out and all the people were saying, oh, and they actually said to the camera, oh, I like this gig, you know what I mean? And I want to get that footage. So when I come out and there's a 10, and it's less of a lobby than the Axis, so they come out and the people are coming up to me, cunts to me.
Cunts. Let me go.
Cunts coming up to me right now. So me fans. So people coming up to me afterwards, and like, you know, some people's faces, and you're going, look, I know them, and it's because after being at gigs before, they might be supporters of it. But then people, and you never expect, like, older women that's like, do you know what I mean? They're like late 60s or 70s, and they're like shaking your hand and going, one woman was like, I don't go to comedy shows. I've never been to a comedy show. And I don't know who dragged her at it, but she goes, you have changed my mind now about going and watching a stand-up comedy show. 100%. And that benefits all the comedians.
Yeah, 100%.
So shit comedians going out and doing a shit show at a fucking gig and going, I'm ruining it. The cunts going, I'm not going to that dribble again. Let's go somewhere else. And no, they'll just cut them off going to comedy shows. But so getting people's feedback and them saying to you, I've never done this, I've been there before, I went and I said, you've changed my mind, I come to comedy, that's a huge...
At that age as well, 67.
And to be fair, that was the biggest shock. Because now when you're doing your gig, I was like, this is going to be proper. Yeah,
you were expecting that, so was I.
There was people in their 20s there. Yeah. There was Elwins, as you said. There was Outlaws. There was people in their 30s. There was people...
15-year-old there.
There was a 15...
12-year-old, which we kept away from Gary Lynch. Look, how old are you? I was like 15, I'm supposed to be 16.
No, you didn't. You said, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Stop pointing your fucking head.
He's like this in the front row, right? There's Ma's sitting there, and here he is, right there, look. And I'm cracking the jokes, and I was like, see, not you getting this. Are you paying attention to me? I was like a school teacher. Listen what I'm saying, and then laugh.
Stop pointing your fucking nails.
Stop pointing your fucking nails.
But that was the best. That's what I see.
That's deadly.
This is what the best thing. I know you always say I'm putting it to be said. That the best thing about fucking equality, and equality is the best thing that's ever happened. Everyone should be fucking equal. So therefore, everyone's equally fucking everyone's equally a cunt, everyone's equally sound, and everyone's equally fucking able to be to have the banter with. It's like taking the piss out of people, because we do
not in a bad way though.
And that's part of my set as well, where I'm saying we do that as a term of endearment. Like, I'm taking the piss out of you if I like you.
I
don't like you, and if I don't think if I think I'm going that you're going to get offended or back, or there's going to be a fucking backlash, I won't go there with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I got that time when I was in a couple of weeks ago, because you've done This Is Nuts. I was doing a fucking festival in Dundalk, and I was getting heckled by a fucking 5-year-old with a hula hoop. What's going on here? I am 5. I'm like doing me. And the Mars are all just all on fucking LSD or something, but there's whatever the amount of people's in the audience. I am 5. What's your name? Ashley. That's a stupid name. No, just trying to that.
You're 5.
I'm 5. Ashley, if you want to live till you're 6. Are they your baby teeth? No. Well, if you don't want to be picking them out with your belly, I suggest... If you don't want a belly full of baby teeth, I suggest F.O. Offski. F off ski, Ashley. But the kids, you know, like, oh, it was full on. These kids were playing. What's your man's name that makes the balloons? The magician.
Alex Bourne, was it?
Alex Bourne was there,
yeah.
and he did his magic. He did. Alex is a great guy. I love him, right? But he did his magic. But then he was up there blowing balloons up for the kids, making fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Here's a snake.
Here's
a worm.
But there was a full-on fucking sword fight with these two little cunts in the front three, or in front of me. And one of them was just kicking the ball out, and I just kept fucking ball out with a fucking and I'm trying not to lose your concentration.
You were emceeing the whole thing?
I see the whole 3 shows. I did one on Friday and then 2 shows on Saturday.
Oh, fuck,
MC'd the whole lot of it. But it was
brilliant.
great buzz. And the parents loved it. So when the comedians that are only newish to comedy, when they turned up and seeing kids are just sitting there running. Ellen, what's her name? Ellen, fucking, she's brilliant comedian. I can't remember
Quigley,
names.
is it?
No, from Dundalk. She's plays that. She's a musician as well.
I know who you're on about. Yeah.
I'm so sorry for I forget her name.
Does she have brown hair?
No, blondish
Is it
hair.
not Quigley?
No, O'Reilly is it or something?
O'Reilly, yeah, Ellen O'Reilly's brilliant comedian.
That's so weird. I've never met her. Just
yeah, no,
seen on
she's
Instagram.
so good, and she's in a band. She's in that women.
Coronas.
The Harms. No, she's in the Cars. They're always named that. She's in the Heinekens. But she was there as well. But she's a Dundalk, I think. But she was brilliant slagging
She's
the
a
kids.
Dundalk.
She was slagging the bollocks out with the kids. She was like, "Yeah, just keep it," because we're in Dundalk. And she's like, "Yeah, just keep digging for them guns now, will you?" And I was trying to distract them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By giving them fucking something to dig with. But it was nuts. It was a mad. So when the comedians at the very start of that festival, where kids in the audience and like Shanann and Elizabeth Redmond and a few others that were there, they're going, "Oh, the fucking kid." And I was like, "Don't." I've been there. I've done gigs and kids are in front of you and you just went, "Man, I can't fucking do this suck his dick joke in front of these
You
kids."
do it, yeah?
Of course they did. The whole fucking actions and everything, the whole lot. No, but so if you're gonna hold back on it, and you have to, the thing is where you got, and you also take this on advice. If there's kids in the audience, the mass know you're going to be on stage talking your jokes and they're funny or whatever. And if the kids get the jokes, it's on the fucking parents.
True, yeah.
And they've probably heard the swear words already. So, and I try to relax some of the
Shit,
comedians.
cunt, piss, fuck, fart.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, fart noises now. But you get that with the kids on a bus. So that's the fucking, when there was in the audience is such a diverse group of age-wise, which surprised me and I loved it. And I was like, "Oh, this fella's pointing at us," and there was a fella then, he was 12.
12.
Yeah.
12, but the height of him, like he was a big 12.
We were obviously...
He was a big 12. You're a big boy, aren't you? Well, you know the best thing ever? We were there yesterday, we after a nice relaxing day, and we're in the hot tub, and Sarah's young fella comes in with his mate. "What's the story, all right?" And the fourth, he doesn't even say his name. He goes, "Guess how old he is?"
How old was he?
How old was he? He was 12. But so he was
The same fella from the news before.
but because he was tall,
You wouldn't have guessed.
You wouldn't have guessed. So he was taller than Max, so Max's age.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can never guess how old he is. Guess how old he is. And Sarah goes, "I'm just going to do that everywhere we go to someone, because we're going to a wedding in Wales. So as soon as we go up to our cousin or something, she goes, instead of going, 'This is Joe,' she's going, 'Guess how old he is.'" Well, it'd be better, just the most awkward thing to say. Yeah. Guess how old he is. But that's a real kid thing, isn't it? The first thing to do, and we didn't even ask his name. We were like, "What? I don't know. What, you about 50 or something?" And then we didn't ask him there. So, "Where you from?" And I was like, "Who do you know?"
You know.
Want any drugs?
Are you looking for getting them? Do you know what? After all the mad crowd and all, and obviously you fucking, everything's a laugh and we have such a laugh. But it was mad, like, there's a few things. The first of all was like just your proper fucking take a minute to be ready, and you're like, "Fucking well done, boys, so proud of you and all." And same for us. I told you, like, last year we didn't meet you. I think it was in the May or the June. We only started comedy. We went to see you there, and we were like, "He is fucking unreal."
Wow, thank
and
you.
we were like, "That is the man." Like, and then a year later, we're supporting you there, and it's like, this is it's honestly, it's a
Blows
blow,
your
man.
mind.
When I think about it, it blows your fucking mind.
Well,
Like,
you're gonna listen, and I have a good feeling you're gonna have loads of them moments.
I hope so. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
You will. I genuinely believe you as well, because we're saying both yous, and to be in the crowd that big. And I'm getting loads of feedback, and our names are mentioned loads of times with loads of people, so that's great.
Yeah.
And people go, "Oh, this guy, them boys," and then especially because they're like, these lads are only, and I'm sure that there's people in the audience that know you from here, from this, and even a part of my podcast.
Well, from you, obviously.
Joeirish podcast, much better than this one. Cut that out, Craig. Cut that out. So, but that, and they appreciate that, and I think for you as well going forward, and someone else is coming in behind you, we've done
it before. Like, say it obviously only 5 minutes. No, but I'm saying, like, you've given us the opportunity. If anyone does want to give us it again.
Yeah.
We've done it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you definitely have.
You've given us that bit of experience.
We'll get more opportunities. And again, I'm going to be doing more gigs as well, and like to bring this along as well, because we have that same little fucking thing, like, and I think it's this south side, there's loads of north side, but there's loads of comedians from Tallaght. Loads. So we didn't know. We thought it was like only one of fucking, and then it was like Al Porter, and then Carl Murden.
Yeah.
There's a few from
that. The guy that was there, Greg. He was from Tallaght, isn't he?
Marks, he lived in Tallaght for ages, but he's from somewhere scummy.
Northward.
Is he?
He's from somewhere.
He just lived in Tallaght for a while, did he?
Yeah.
He was a mad mixture had there. I tried to pop my head out just before the show, because obviously we were there before you. We were able to see the venue, and I was like, right, now that I see it, I'm all right a bit.
Yeah.
But I could get that bit of stage fright and I walk out, because I've never walked out onto a stage in front of 300 people. I don't know how bright the lights are going to be.
Yeah.
So you're trying to pop our head out. Yeah. There was a lot of like a big mix. So I was like, fuck. I don't know how I'm going to go down here.
Which is fucking great. You want everyone. You want everyone every age.
Yeah. This is why, and having the younger crowd in is better, because let's be honest, in 10 years, the older ones probably won't be. They're around to support me, comedy. You know, when it was a whole fucking.
Leave me in your will. Just in case.
What was it like? Because it was taking the piss again. It was taking the piss out of the kids and it's taking the piss out of the old. They look like that from the Cocoon film. Yeah. Those wouldn't know about it. There's another film where they're too old and they get into a yoke where they cocoon themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so fucking, but it's...
But the other, I was just going to say as well, the other two things, one was just everyone wanted a picture with you after, which was fucking... That's nuts, when you're proper seeing the mix of everyone. Nuts, and then the third thing which was fucking deadly, was seeing you with your ma, giving your ma the flowers, giving Sarah the flowers. Yeah. And then your ma's carers getting a picture with them and all. That's fucking rapping, man. Yeah, that was lovely, and I did meant to say that as well. Thanks for the Lachine nursing home. The staff that came with me, ma, and brought her down, like, you know what I mean? My ma's in the nursing home a couple of years, like, and she's like that physically from the fucking, do you know what I mean? From waist down, unable, like, not just disabled, but she's unable, like, it's all hoists and all, you know what I mean? Right, so they couldn't get in it, but she has the electric wheelchair, but up there, she's fucking bum, 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 bum.
Everyone we talked to said, your ma's hilarious.
Honestly, she is the fucking, and I know it seems like a joke because she's in a wheelchair, but she actually did stand up. Yeah, she did stand up. Not comedy.
For 5 minutes.
No, she fell over. She did stand up once and fell over.
She found her fulcrum. She found her fulcrum.
Yeah. But before the whole accident and the car accident and all that, which I know, because I was only little as well, so it was like straight away, boom. And then, but she did the summer projects. Yeah. And went on the talent shows and went and grew up and told jokes, and fucking everyone loved her, and she wrote poems and songs, and she went into the pub, and she'd have a fucking Ireland to be playing the World Cup, and she'd write a song about all the footballers.
Yeah, I remember you saying
in the same, like from an old song, say fucking just pick any song, and she'd write it exactly in the same fucking rhythm as that, but all related to air football. Yeah. Walk into that pub, anyone in around her age or a couple of years younger could sing off, your my song, well, you never go across the sea to Italy, sing all the songs, our poems, the whole lot. So they did that. When I went to visit on Valentine's Day, and I knew she wrote that song about knitting herself a fella. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah. Fucking brilliant.
Viral, like, you know what I mean?
That's unreal.
So that's why it was like, my ma was there. I mean, that was a funny guy too, was hilarious. But saying me ma, and I said I have to, because I wouldn't be doing the fucking stand-up.
You said that when you were there, yeah.
I wouldn't be doing the stand-up. And then Sarah, even at that stage as well, she'll say, oh, that's brilliant. And I wouldn't be talking something funny, and she'd go, we need to fucking... That's a bit. Yeah, there's something in that there. Yeah. Listen to what you just said there, and that's a bit you need to. And be like, oh yeah, because sometimes you forget. That you're saying something and remembering something. You're going, it's just being. That's the other. We've already said this before. The podcast is like when you say something, when you're just being. It's like, don't use that on stage, like, you know what I mean? It's not as if everything out of your mouth, but sometimes you have a something.
That's what I was like in the green room though, just rattling things out, and then you're like, that could actually work on the stage, which is what being around people like that, I think they're comfortable with.
We say this all the time, there's a lot of comedians, fucking gonna get butchered here, but a lot of comedians talk, they don't actually make you laugh. There's a lot of comedians in here having a yap with.
Serious.
Recently.
Keep it going, 3 hours. No, but you know what I mean?
Serious people, yeah.
Because you're out there, and as you said, you don't even think of it because you're just naturally funny. People probably say that about us. They have a laugh at us. We'd be naturally.
Yeah.
But then there's actual comedians that are talking to, and they're like, "I wrote this. This took me an hour to write this 5-minute bit." But you talk to them for an hour, and they don't make you laugh once.
No, there's very serious people.
It's an art for them. It's not a.
That's right. Yeah.
It's not a fucking.
There's not. It's like so. There's some things like it's like I don't know if this is actually relative to what we're saying there, but it's like there's a difference between a comedian and a comic.
Okay.
Did you ever hear that?
I've never heard that now.
So I think a comedian says. As a comedian says funny things and a comic
is funny.
Right.
There's something very thin. I'm not exactly sure, but there's like a comedian says funny things and then a comic those things that's funny or something like that.
Does make sense though.
There's a little difference in it that where someone can do. Do you know what I mean?
That's figure out which one's which and stop calling ourselves the
I
other
didn't
one.
know what it was, but it's just I've so much going on in my head and I'm still buzzing after that. And the sense of relief, I was super tired straight after that gig because there was like a and I was promoting the fucking shit out of it, man. Every little fucking clip that I put out,
and it fucking worked like sold out show.
It was bang. It was bang.
There's a lot of pressure to do that.
Yeah, it's pressure on the whole lot of it. Like you're enjoying it, but you don't want to piss people off. And I did get told by other people who knows more about marketing. At the end of the day, like where you're feeling like I'm saying, I would go, I haven't got a manager, I haven't got an agent, I haven't got a promoter. And I know we did work before with the MCD crowd before and do other gigs with this. But the way it worked was because Jamie was down saying, "Oh, let's do the regional stuff outside, so the Civic and the Ballymun and all." But it was too late in the time that I had booked it and gone it, and it was like we had already gone too much and done too much of already everything. And you go, well, really, let's talk about something else later on. So that's not still.
So MCD didn't do that with you?
No, that was all me. Everything that all me. The whole lot. No manager, no agent, no promoter, no fucking anything.
I knew you had no agent, no hand, but I thought you were. So that was literally MCD didn't nothing to do with that.
No, I'm not saying that because
it's not their fault. But it's very fucking inspirational for us to see that because
I feel like that's at the point where I say someone say, "Oh, you need a promoter to get in," and which is so someone with clout like MCD or Aiken Promotions or even the Laughter Lounge, they've already got these followers and it's already
that's fantastic. If that happens,
they have loads of. And so they go, boom, and it's in a load of people. But like realistically, you're doing your content, which is all this and all that, well, you're marketing and promoting yourself.
That's the 100%. Thing. You're showing that there's not. You've done fucking so many things with that one gig. Obviously, giving us the spotlight. But you don't have to wait around for that right time for when it suits them. Because we just done Paddy Seardy's gig. We were talking to you on Friday, and he's done the same thing.
Are you for serious?
Are you very serious?
Are you for serious?
He done the same thing. He's doing. Sorry, Paddy. I'm trying to give you a fuck. Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
I'm trying. He didn't interrupt me.
He doesn't interrupt me.
No, honestly, sorry. Honestly, I'm sorry. Sorry.
He's done the same thing. He rented his own. Fuck off. Fucking two years.
No, sorry, he did. So he did the same. No, because it is a good point.
We did the same thing. And like, the roadmap for us is keep doing your 5-minute spots. Wait till a big gig. Wait till a big show or a big fucking comedy club. Notices you. Let them invite you in. Keep going. Hopefully they give you 10. Hopefully they give you 15. Hopefully a promoter sees you. Hopefully they give you a show for 20 minutes.
Of course.
And that's the roadmap. But you can go and do it yourself.
You can, but like you're right as well on what you're saying. Hopefully this and hopefully that, because nearly almost obviously when you're starting out on a very beginning, and it's completely different now. And it's only 11 years ago when I started, but it's completely different now because none of this. There was none of the content. It was none of it. Was none of it. I had Bebo. You know what I mean? So. But it was all my way of fucking doing it was going and visiting the clubs all the time and sitting on the steps or sitting in the audience and watching it. And then my thing was wanting to get a gig with that club. And then that's exactly what you are still doing. You want to get a gig in the International. You want to get a gig in the Stitches. You want to get a gig in the... when you get them gigs, then you want to get a weekend there. You want to get booked for the weekend. Not about money. If you're in it for the money...
No, not a chance.
There's no hope. If you are doing that for the money, there's no point in doing it. You're doing it for the love of fucking, do you know what I mean?
Making people laugh. You
know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. But where I looked at it as well, because I did all the whole boom, 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 and lucky enough, when I say about luck and scale of what you're doing already as well. It's that you're getting the gigs, you're getting the, oh yeah, give you a little shop, like, come on, see what you have for 5 minutes, and I go, got you, and the next one, you know you did well, and do you want 5 minutes, and you're not even fucking, and the next day, do you want 5 minutes or 10 minutes, can you do something, and then like, yeah, there's 20 quid, fuck 20 quid,
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I don't know 20 quid, do you know what I mean, and you buy a score bag of heroin, and then, no, but, do you know what I mean, so that little step in it, but then, like, the further we went, and you just see other avenues of it, and especially with the social media thing, the content creating, where Enya Martin came in and she was banging out the fucking videos and such a big popular thing, and she just went, she would have done, I'm doing this here, but she still needed to have jokes. Although you got your stuff that you said is your content is funny, and you could go, we can get that and do that way and turn it that way and make that a thing that I could stay on stage instead of acting, because you know when I get on, although Foil Arms and Hog, you know them guys, they do their content fucking online, brilliant. So they do a whole, which I think
don't we all? They do a whole. Do you get it? It's a sex joke. Sorry, go on.
You know I will. Thanks for telling me to go on. No, but it's the whole different avenue, isn't it, of doing the comedy. So where I'm like,
they figured it out. They figured it out at the start,
but loads of them had figured it out at the start. Enya, as I said, Enya Martin had done it, and then she went into the thing. Emma was doing the comedy. And then she went, and I spoke to her last week. She actually, she bumped into her in the square 2 seconds before I did that 2E video.
Really?
Is Emma Doran we're talking about?
Emma, Emma Doran. And so I was at the going into the post office, and I would come back out, and I was just fucking, I was like, right, I was ready to do it. I was like, I need to do where, like, I'll pretend I'm out of breath. I'm trying to think of how would I do this video. Get my camera, the shop is there. I'm like, right, and just as I'm looking down to the shop where I was going to do it, Emma's walking up smiling. She was like, oh, what's the story? I was like, oh, what's the crack? So I was like, how are you? And she was like, fucking shooting the breeze, and I was telling her I'm going to do with a video. But
what was she doing in Tallaght?
Shoplifting, apparently. She's barred from all her shops. She's a fucking notorious shoplifter. I want to see the stuff she robs. She's great wallets, though. She is.
Wallets?
Yeah. She's worse than the bleeding Romanians. What is her? Don't cut that out, by the way. Leave that in. No, so she said she came. She said, I said, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, my neck of the woods? And she came up to get some piercings.
Some persons?
not people. They're like persons.
You're a cunt for that. He catches me with that all the time. I'm your guinea pig.
Don't correct me. No, so then I remember the funny bit, and I was like, oh, that's mad, because she goes, I just came to buy some earring piercings or to get a piercing or something like that. I was like, oh, that's mad. And she said she just came.
I don't give a fuck.
Now fuck off with him, brother.
No, it was funny. I love Emma so much. We started doing comedy in and around the same time, or maybe she was there a little bit before or a little bit back, but in and around the same time. And we've gigged so many places together for many, many years. And she's one of the fucking soundest people. I've loads of respect for her. So when I seen her blowing up like that, I was like, fucking yes. And even me doing comedy, I'm so... People have seen me and changing my comedy and being a different. I said it to her as well at the Dundalk gig. She was getting heckled by the kids as well.
Really?
It was fucking brilliant. But I said it to her after. I said, watching her from her videos and then getting that confidence over, because she did do her jokes and they were very funny, but she used to do this like one tone way the whole way through and and she had a great punchline and it was funny and all. But then to see her, because she's such a vocal now, she is on that stage, she is on the crowd, she is on her jokes, she's on her stories, and that's when you get to the skill where she could just go, what happened there about an hour ago in our gaff with her ma and her dad, she just go, tell you what, boom, and it's everyone's relatable. That's the fucking beauty of it. And I remember saying to Emma, I loved seeing her doing that. Do you know what I mean? And on a comedy, because she was always funny, but because she's doing the content and she's the followers, she's the confidence, she's gone all this so much for her that she's just I know, without being still the you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the scare thing. But she had said she'd come in to buy whatever it was in the shop, and I was like, that just reminded me of a friend of mine that we got mad confused. And we met Louise O'Connor, and she was telling me about her fucking brother and his wife. And she was like, that sound, whatever the conversation was, Louise was like, he's in a box and he does loads running and all, he's mad fit on. And his wife's, she's an eyeball person. And I was like, what? Like, you know, like, no, and you see people, now they have it everywhere.
What the fuck's going on, Joe?
That's what I'm saying, right? This is what happened.
Right?
This is what. No, but you know, they have piercings in that tongue.
Oh,
and now
Yeah.
Piercings.
Right? She's
an
piercings
eyeball
and all.
person.
She said, yeah, she goes, my sister-in-law is an eyeball person. And I was like, how? And I was thinking, is it an eyelid? What way is it? But she's an optician. My sister-in-law's an optician, and she couldn't think of the word optician.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she's an eyeball person. And I was like, how do you get a fucking like the sort of two of us are confusing each other? But I told them that, and you're laughing at about this way, and I was telling her I want to do my video, but so that was, and I don't know where we were before that. So
How many is it, like, when you, people now that start with you and all, is there a few years on the up at the same time? Like, would you start at the same time as Will and all as well?
No, Will-An's around I don't know how many, maybe
Oh, well, he's well more. Actually.
9 or 10 years before me.
11 years you were.
I'm 11.
So who was on the up and coming with you? Like, who would you have starting out doing with?
Who was around? So Emma was definitely starting out.
Good question.
Here's a good question.
Isn't it? Thanks, I tried my best.
It's a very short answer though. Emma. Very short answer. Just Emma. No, there was loads. There was a good few, and there was loads that was there.
No, is there anyone now? I'm trying to say any big names now that like you and Emma have fucking rose to the top. Like, is there anyone?
I wouldn't say I'm nowhere near Emma Dore and stuff. I'm nowhere near. Not even fucking scratching the surface as Emma. I'd love that, and that's what I appreciate. And like she inspires me. Like I'm so inspired by her. Watching her because we started in the same circus, but then and like
circus,
yeah, we were in the circus together.
Oh, which one were you?
Circuit.
Oh, sorry.
Circuits.
All of them.
Circuits. so we were on the circuit together, and yeah, man, she did all the internationals and all the gigs and that and the festival. As I said, to watch her blow up, and straight away from the lockdown, she just did all her videos, and it was like her videos they started off with. It's mad, isn't it? Because that's what we all said because of how mad the COVID was.
Yeah.
Oh, she said.
She's what she said at the start was like this at the bus stop was go without saying anything else. She's go, it's mad, isn't it? And because we were all saying it.
Yeah.
And it was just like that's fucking hilarious.
Deadly.
We were sharing it. And
That's
what
wasn't that
that's what got her going.
And so our show was called Mad, isn't it? Is the name of our show. And that was our first big show, and then she went, and obviously she just blew, and she's hundreds of thousands of followers, and she's doing She the Vicar Street, and she's doing all these
mental the reach you can
podcasts.
get.
It's reach
Just doing
huge.
fucking-
And as I said, and she was doing just the gigs what we were all doing, and me, E-Man, started at the same time. Who else was in around? So the likes of Chris Kent and all, he's years ahead of me as well. Well, we, Eric, they're all years ahead of me. Simon O'Keefe, all them guys. And then there's loads of them that are coming in behind.
Do you see where you are now? When you started, would you ever think it'd be where you are now? Like,
No, I don't know. I was like,
you didn't know there was a podcast studio here, did you?
no, I didn't know. I don't know.
know.
I wanted to be over there. I always wanted to be on that side of the studio. I was like, oh, imagine being on that side of the studio. It'd be fucking rapper. Hope we get there maybe 1 week.
I hope Carl gets an address one day. He will.
But like it's so again, it's a weird one because I'm always giving myself little baby goals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like have more babies. So it's like little goals. I just wanted to be. Oh man, I'd love the fucking gig there. I'd love to do that gig. I'd love to do the laughter lounge. And then you get the laughter lounge. Wow, man, and then you're enjoying that bus. You're enjoying it.
Yeah.
When I get more of the gigs again, and it's like, oh man, I'd love to do a festival. And I was lucky enough the first time I ever was at Electric Picnic. I was booked for it. Like I've never been at Electric Picnic, and then it was like you're on the stage at Electric Picnic.
You're being paid to be here. Like.
It's like fuck, what the fuck? This nuts. So that sort of stuff blows your mind. So it was always like that. And then, but it's just like let's do something else, right? What's the next little? I want to do my next thing. I hosted the festival just recently now, so I hosted a comedy. Which was brilliant, and it's the first year in Dundalk in our fest it's called, and I hope they come back many times. It was a great festival, so that was another little milestone for me.
Yeah.
And then now the next thing is then oh man, I'm going to be so good at the supporting We, and I got to do the stages. They're all what user experience the other night.
Yeah.
They're all them little man. I'm going to be on a stage at Vicar Street. Boom.
What is it now? What is
Well, now it's just now going to start to build my audience online because I'm not saying I've mastered the comedy stage, but I feel like I'm a comedian, right? You feel like a comedian.
Can back it up like you,
so I'm doing the comedian, the comedy, and I have the jokes and the context and everything else to do with it. But I want content online, and I want to continue doing theatres. Obviously, the clubs are quite. The clubs one is actually quite a tricky one, even for you, is not to be getting gigs on it, because there's so many. There's fucking millions of comedians, isn't there? There's loads of new ones,
which is good. It's good.
No, it is good.
Yeah.
And what we just said earlier about if someone's doing it really great, and you have someone there promoting all comedians, it's because someone does good, you want to see them doing good. But then there's other shit comedians, and I like that thing about that as well. No, there is. There's loads of shit comedians, and it's the thing as well. I like doing that as well about the open mic things, and some are good and some are bad, and the good comedians can be bad for a set too, like Revolve, you know what I mean, without even bombing, but they try a new joke and it's shit, do you know what I mean? I like even doing that, going, we've about fucking 10 comedians to come on here, they're all newbies, or some of them are a little bit more of trying new material, and like without some are going to be really good and some are going to be really shit, and the audience laugh at that. It's probably most likely, and they get as much of a laugh out of a shit joke. Do you know what I mean? Over a fucking.
And when you build your audience though, and people know you and you're there,
that's getting a fan base, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can. They use, like, say you doing a work in progress now or whatever. You're doing whatever. You can go there. People are there to see you, so you can try out them shit jokes.
Yeah, 100%.
Where we have to for us to try out a joke, it's like, Jesus Christ, this club will not even bring us back now. If this is so shy.
That's the hard one. So that's where you are going to them open mic no So but no matter what stage you're at, you need to be going to open mic nights. So I've been in Raiders with you. I do the gigs, whatever about going and doing the sold out. Did I tell you sold out? And whatever about going to do that gig or whatever else, which is amazing, and it's still pinching myself over. It was great, and the Axis wasn't, but it was hot. I was like, I don't know what we had. I think it was like 128 or something. I was that's a 200 seater, like, you know what I mean? So that was even great, and the buzz off that. But I still need to go to all the clubs and all the comedians do, and that's where you go, who, what, or where? No way. Darryl Brains and fucking that club, 40 people in that area. You need that.
Of course,
and you need the smaller interactions and smaller. You need that. No matter who you're gonna go. You can't just throw your fucking audience. You can't do your jokes in the mirror.
We're done with those clubs, so we won't do less than 274 people now.
100%.
Fuck that, Joe. You waste your time, those little clubs, Joe.
It's not worth it.
Whatever. Do you know what I mean?
You fucking, as quick as you made us, Joe, you fucking ruined us.
But like, that's the...
We're spoiled.
So for you now, it's not even that, I know, like, for, you know, where... It's like the buzz of that, and it's like, now that's probably even, is it more of a fire under your arse now to be like going on? That's
unreal.
Where let's get there.
100%.
So then just and enjoy the little journey to get there.
Do you know, it was great, as you were saying about Paddy's show there. So Paddy was like doing gigs all the time. Same, sometimes just can't get booked. It's just the way it is in the pill. So he was like, I'm fucking doing this show, as you were saying on the Friday. He financed the whole thing himself, 40-seat little theatre. Wow. Financed it himself. It's the way. Did it in an hour. So for us now, right, not that it's about us, it's obviously you and Paddy, we were there for the weekend.
I think that's the way it is forward now.
So we did that with Paddy, thinking, this is what we're doing next. We're going to book our thing. Obviously do the clubs, get your material. Get people here. Like Paddy had like 5 tickets sold that night that he didn't. People that wasn't family or friends. He hadn't a clue they were. People that seen him once. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
So we're looking at that now saying, that was Friday. That's what we want to do next. On Saturday, obviously it was a fucking dream, like doing your thing. And we're like, once we do a few of them, that's what we want to do.
Yeah, you're building an audience, of course.
We were seeing what the progression should be like.
But he's not now fucking spoiled now, like he's nowadays are like fucking music stars. So that was mad because I seen you like, oh, what's prediction? What's your prediction for this year?
Oh, did you see the video? Yeah, it was mad, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was that genuinely didn't know he was on?
That was
genuinely. I laughed at him because I laughed.
We laughed and I thought he's laughing, going, "Oh, right."
I was like, "We'll do a shit one if you want to." Like
that was December, and we shot that in June.
Yeah,
like hadn't a clue.
I'd love to be on Panto.
Would you?
No, sorry, Anto. I'd love to be on Anto. Love to Anto.
Panto, you'd be fucking deadly in the
Pantos.
Would you not do it? Would you not try to get on a Christmas one?
I don't think I'm very fucking Christmassy.
Do you not think so?
But they're not Christmassy either.
You've seen this face, it's more Halloween.
Would you be good at learning the lines and all, do you reckon?
Listen, I put any line in front of me.
I won't be doing
Doing
go
them
back.
to- doing them to be in diapers.
There's any lion in front of me, washing lion. Do you know what I mean? Conga lion. Not all the lions. I don't.
Fuck, man.
So now, yeah, I'd love to fucking even part. I'd love to be a lovely sister. Or the ugly
Would you
sister.
do it? Yeah, you do the dress up and all. Obviously, you wouldn't
Of
mind
course
it.
I would, yeah.
Would you not get on to your mate Al?
No.
Why? Not your type?
Al putting me in a dress doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I'd rather put it on you than take it off.
Imagine him. Joe, how are you? Do you want to go and get in the dress? You know, I don't know. He doesn't talk like that. He doesn't. I know him. I met him before.
That's another one, man. You introduced us to him. That's fucking. That was unreal.
I'm
Like.
gonna get Black Paddy on. He was like, I want to do your podcast. I love him.
He's dead.
I love him.
He's funny.
I've always, as soon as I met him, I was like, this fella's fucking great. I
Yeah,
love him.
he's real
And
good
getting
energy.
into shape, and we spoke about this, and as I said, I got him for the Plaza gig, and I think in between the Plaza gig and this gig, he had a bit of shit that he went through, and it was all that fucking anti-government, or whatever you want to call it, march. People have different fucking views, and I think if you're going to be fucking pointing fingers and saying you're guilty by association, fuck you is what I'm saying, because he got shit over that. I got shit over it in a march. We got to all the marches because I fucking hate the government. Like,
And it's your
listen,
favourite month.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
March.
No more Aprils. No more.
What do we want?
Fuck you, February. All the silent. You can't even spell it properly. February. It's spelled February, not February. So what is it even about?
Boy, I do like an hour march, and that's what when someone said to me, that march, yeah, fucking far right. I said, thank you. No one ever says I'm right about anything. But I was like, fuck you, I'm going to this march because I'm fucking anti-government, I'm anti-Finnegan and that, because they go against the grain the whole time, and I don't without getting mad serious, like a war or charges, and I've fucking said with the fucking with Paul Murphy and the people before PBP, it was, and the John Borton, the water protesters way back, and I've been on loads of protesters, and they ended up in homelessness because of this fucking shitty fucking government.
Yeah.
My mother and father were getting evicted out of their gaffs in their 70s, like disabled. Yeah, because the fucking banks sold, there was a mortgage left, and they were told put it on interest only during the recession, and then they didn't tell them take that off interest only and continue. Do you know what I mean? What do they know about mortgage and interest only and all paying it? And it was like, then the bank, also tell you this story, may as well tell you how straight. Ulster, I think the bank, they had a mortgage with Ulster Bank. There was 90 grand left on the bank, which is not much when you're at the bin, you're paying your mortgage, and then you get a remortgage, and you're putting the house up and a remortgage. You know, people already and back then it was a thing to do, and then the banks fucking collapsed, and the recession came in 2008, and it was like the voice everybody to put their mortgages on interest only, so you're still paying the interest, which all the banks fucking want. They want the interest because the interest is there, money, but you're not paying off that mortgage. It's still fucking staying there. And no one's voicing you this. They don't fucking telling you this is what happens. So this was staying like that, and they never said go and put it back, go and start paying the extra bit or whatever. And as soon as the recession was over, and my dad was old enough now, he was only doing smaller jobs. He was a builder for a while, for years, and he was smaller jobs. And next thing, the fucking in the background, the banks are selling the mortgages like fucking left, right, and centre. So Ulster Bank, I think it was, sold my mother and father's mortgage, like they did for thousands and thousands of mortgages, got sold by Irish banks to American vulture fund banks. This is where it pisses me off. It pisses me off when I go on these marches. Anti-fucking government, these toe rags that are still in the fucking government for many, many years. They're Ulster Bank sold the bank for 90 grand to a bank called Tanager for 45,000. Right? They sold it. Like, why didn't they sell it to me man and dad for 45,000? Why didn't they sell it to me man and dad for? Why didn't they sell it to all the people for 45,000? So Ulster Bank got 45,000. Tanager has this for 45,000. They're going to double the money. They could just go, right. So they come in and went, letter, boom, right. You're too old to pay this. We want it off you in a year or you're getting evicted. Imagine that. Imagine getting that letter. Imagine reading that letter and going, what? And then my man, she's in a wheelchair, he's in a fucking little fucking the walker thing. Don't know what
swing. Sex swing.
Sex swing. Sex swing. But there was more, no, because there was more wheels. There was more wheels in the gaff than there was feet.
More wheels are doors.
That's how you know. But it was sickening. And I was like, what?
They were in the 70s, yeah?
Oh, in the 70s. So what happened was the tanager was like 90 grand. And we're like, what, 90 grand? You have a year to pay it. So my dad was getting the letter, and he never said that to my mum, my sisters, and he was like, caught me, and he was like, fucking, and he was like, what's the deal about that? So we was at the going with him and brought down to Mabs and all the fucking things that you go through. They say, what's going on? And then he was like, maybe try to sell the house back. I was like, they can't sell it, and I'm threatening. And I like, it seems like a fucking Goonies movie now. You know that? Like, you have to save the house, right?
Yeah.
So, no, it is. And it's weird, because you're like, how the fuck is this is gone? No, how are we at this fucking situation with this? People are raising their kids, getting their mortgage, doing all this, collapsing banks get bailed out, they sell your fucking mortgage. American cunts come in and couldn't give a fuck and just go, get out your gaff, give me 90 grand. And it was all going on and on and on. And it was like, nah, but they're not going to. And so we went to the court and everything else. And I'm lucky enough, and thankfully, the judge fucking seeing this and went like that, nah, fuck, they didn't say fuck Tanager at the bank. He went, no, you got up to 45,000 that Tanager paid us the bank. Give them the 45,000 I gave short, and that's what happened. Yeah. My brother lives on.
But all that fucking stress isn't accounted
for,
and all that
shit. Why did you just fucking sell the gaff?
Yeah, go through all of that
45,000. Ulster Bank would have made that 45,000, but they did this whole. It's almost set up. You know, it's almost set. Listen, they're lying in each other's pockets. We're going in all this. It's not conspiracy theories. This is factual.
So that's them saying you always scratch your back, and then you scratch my back.
The banks they got bailed out by billions. And then they're still making money back from the mortgages and doing that and not giving a fuck.
Do you know what's mad? Not even trying to be funny or dramatic. That type of letter going to an old person's house, that could give them a fucking heart attack and kill them.
There's people that's put ropes around their necks. Loads of them.
Loads
of them. People that can't even tell their own families or their wives, and they think that's all their fault, and there's this, that, and that. And that's what's happening because of the policies, because of fucking Fianna Fáil, and even Labour. And then the other cunts coming in that's getting in, and you think, oh, vote for this, vote for Labour, vote for that. We always vote for the ones that were working class, because we're in the working class. Labour come in, and then fucking John Bolton has slashed all the childcare places. Boom, now fucking took all the SNAs, the special needs assistants, away over. Fucking destroyed the fucking in the areas. And then they come around and they put water charges on. We're going to charge you for water. Fuck off already.
Crazy.
And then they come up. What happened with that protest where John Bolton was supposed to be fucking kidnapped? They come up then, because there was students that were out there doing a master's, a degree, and they were all from Jobestown, like they was all educated themselves, and I was like, oh, I'll go up and get a photograph of this from a working class deprived area, and we get a photograph of this, and nice she turned up, and the word went around, John Bowen's over here. The students walked out. They were like, we don't want to take our certificate off her.
Really?
They walked out. They were like, no. So they all walked out, and John Boom, comes all turned up and says, shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. And they just went, boom, she ran back into the yoke, and then Paul Murphy turned up with the people, and we were like, right, peaceful. And we sat down at the car, and we were dragged over, and then we slowly walked in front of the car, and it was all about the kidnapping. So my point is that I've seen all this.
You've always been
charge,
there.
government's doing this, government's doing that, they're doing this, and I'm not against immigration. We spoke about this before, or people coming over here and working, and I feel sorry for people, and most MOU pass centres must be fucking horrific, putting people into fucking factories, like fucking you.
It's not about that, that's not what you're there for.
They're making the money, the billionaires are making friends. The first billionaire was made in England from pass centres. That's ridiculous.
That's
a billionaire is a billionaire from pass centres. So I'm there because I'm anti-government. I'm like, this has got to stop you. This is crazy. I'm not anti-thing. I'm not racist. I've got like fucking in your family. There's no homophobe. All these things that get thrown at you. Do you know what I mean? I'm a good man from a good family, raised kids, the whole lot, and then they're there. And I was like, fucking hell. And obviously I'm having a bit of banter as well and doing a little bit of content. But I'm there, and then next fall I'm getting slated over by loads, and going, this, that. I said, don't fucking label me. And I know that there were certain people there that it's not liked. And I said, don't make me guilty by association. That's the worst. Making people guilty by association. I'm there for my reason. There was loads of people there. So without going and taking all the fucking bit of funniness over, I'm there for my reasons. I know Black Paddy was there, and he said stupid things which got him in loads of trouble. But he's fucking dope like me and you. we are though.
But that's not your fault as well. Not his fault either.
And we all get to say stupid things many times. And then again, the whole thing of people saying stupid things and then going, well, fuck, I put my foot in it. And he apologised about stuff, and his dumb stuff is taken out of context. And it's like, it just feels fucking sad that we're at that part now. So then I said on my podcast, I had my mate was on Munchie.
You got a podcast?
Yeah, it's called the Joeirish podcast. It's much better than this podcast.
Where do you do it?
So we're doing here with fucking DMC Promotions. It's much better photograph. But now, before I go, because we go back to not being fucking serious. Is that mic still on? Is that present? So, but now the shit thing about this It's that I was there and I was for my own reason. I'm anti-government. I'm just a show of loads of people as against the government's loads of policies. I'm not going, Ireland is full, Ireland is this. There's already, you can hear in the news every day that there's no places, no doctors, no nurses, the jails are full, there's all this. Now, come on, where do we go? We go, oh, come on, everyone, come on in. And then, why wouldn't you come over from this? But I got shit off the far right, off the far left, who could say, I just got, you're this, you're that, posts and on my thing, right? I'm like, oh, fuck off, you don't know me, you don't know all my story, my background's where I end up homeless, and I was a home.
Because they have a backstory to why they're
of
on
course,
that side.
no, 100%. But listen, as I said, I protest with people for profit loads. Paul Murphy, and I don't give a fuck about what his views are on this.
I don't even know who the fuck he is.
No, he's a politician on a party, but I like him on a...
He's on a party.
No, but let me get to the point, and then we get, without getting to the point of it, I got all that shit, and then I did my podcast with my mate, and then I was saying about the two of us said, because we were in marriage accommodation together, and it was like, and it was a shitty fucking life to live in that fucking poxy. So I know all these people, regardless of who they are, or they're coming over with their kids and their family, and from whatever countries they're from, right? I'm against anyone coming over to better themselves, and why wouldn't you, everyone? And I said stuff like that, and I said, I feel sorry for them. I'm gonna get a fucking shit off the right. Shit off the fucking everyone. But Black Paddy's getting the same. Yeah. He's getting shit if he was at the fucking marches or saying stuff about what your man Karen Noonan says, and he's all getting shit off the left and this one, and then the far right is gonna say, fuck off, everyone. I'm far in the middle. No, I mean that's shit. And we're only people, and we're all, that's what everyone wants us all back on top of each other. Especially, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Especially the swinging party, they all want you on top of each other. But that's my rant over, but it's shit that you're getting. It's like, how are we here?
You're good at fucking rants, man.
That is brilliant.
I'm getting shit from everywhere.
Yeah,
no one knows my views, you know what I mean? Loads of people know, but not the ones that I can't. And sorry, without going, we fucking challenged them straight away. Follow them, getting there. No picture, 3 followers. You know what? Straight away, people just setting up these fucking trolls, and then a big, and I just go follow them and go, hang on a second, where are you going with this? Where and then they look at your stuff and going, oh yeah, seem like a nice guy, but you're getting led wrong aside by other. And I was like, don't be fucking talking to me as if I'm a child here, as if someone's manipulating what my thoughts are. I'm anti-government, and if I want to go on anti, and that's where it's all. If you're on a march, that's a fucking march, whatever, who's in the other march. And you're just getting labelled. Fuck you, and there's labels.
Yeah,
the far right and the far left.
There's one thing people took out from that. But there was the main thing, people were like, oh, it's full and all this. But there was people, as you said, there was 100 different people there for 100 different reasons.
Of course there is.
But people just take this one thing and run with it.
Of course there is. There's loads of policies on them. Listen, them are greedy fucking ass cunts up on that bleeding doll. And not them all, because there's a lot of genuinely good ones. But when they're writing off these fucking things and getting billions for hospitals, we can just go, you're not getting paid, bam. You shy bag builder coming in here and fucking robbing them. No, but seriously, that's what I got. Bam! Yeah. And your money's gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how did he get away with this? There's no, I tell you what annoys me, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to do a bit of it because it will eventually be funny. Them ads on the radio that's going, did you ever hear this ad on the radio? No, we've been woke listening to that. And it's like, Abigail turned 7 today. It's Abigail's birthday. She wants a bike and a unicorn, and Abigail got €100 off her grandmother. Abigail should put that into an Irish savings scheme. Fucking they want the children to save their money. Abigail, the best thing for Abigail to do is open an Irish savings scheme, and at the end of it goes, brought to you by the government of Ireland. And you just fuck off. And then it's over, and it's here. Also, it's watched by the financial regulator. That cunt that watched nothing back in 2008. The financial, he was watching nothing. They were all lending each other money left, right, and centre. That cunt was saying regulating nothing. He regulated nothing. He regulated the destruction of the country. No, he was only young at the time.
No, you're right.
A fucking man with kids and lives and moving on with shit. And these financial regulators, tow rags, brought to you by the government. Tell you what the ad should be. This is what it should be. Honesty, transparency, accountability. Brought to you, wasn't it? It's bollocks, brought to you by the government. It's the last thing the fucking Irish government bring to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So we're going to finish now in a minute, but I'm just going to throw this one in as well, just before I finish.
Do you believe in pyramids?
No, even as if Joe buying a house, like I'm in a position now. I can't even see myself when I'm out of the
so
house.
sorry for you.
I don't know when.
Use our generation is, and it's fucking sad and it's sick. And I'm saying this, and I've said it before. My kids are 25 and 17, and I'd love them to emigrate somewhere in the same place because I'd emigrate with them. I'd be out here in a heartbeat.
Would you? Yeah,
100%. Out here in a heartbeat. And
Joe,
I love this country.
Now
And I
Joe
love the
Turkey.
people. I love the country and the people and that. No, but it's just like, fuck off. And now everyone's at each other's throats. And that's why coming back to the whole thing about that raising that money for that little kid. And you go, the communities are here and everyone's
it's good when you get a bit of that, but it's not.
And you're going into all the shops, and I really don't see fucking racism much around. I know that's out there. It's 100% low. Of course there's racism. Of course there's sexism. Of course there's all the isms. Do you know what I mean? Out there. But it's not as much as I don't know what's anyway. So anyways, knock.
So there's no better way.
And it's not. Sorry, but before I go off, the jobs thing. Before we finish up, and I said this before. My young one was trying to get jobs all over the place, and they couldn't get a job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she went to fucking one of the places, and I said, no, don't walk there. Do you know McDonald's?
No.
No, McDonald's.
Yeah,
McDonald's, yeah.
No, so it's it's supposed to be really good, like, but I heard the owner's a clown.
And do you ever see the size of the Freddo bar price gone up as well, lads?
It's a Freddo bar.
Freddo.
What's a Freddo? I only know bars of fucking cocaine and fucking hashish. No, it is conspiracy. But that's not conspiracy. It's the truth. Well, lads, thanks for having me back on.
No,
by the
thanks.
way.
No worries.
We'd have an
Thank
hour
you.
conversation about that next time.
We don't want to get too serious, but at the same
but
time,
it's
there's
good to
stuff
see that side and
people, other people be listening going, yeah or no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fuck it, man. It's good to have the conversation, but it's like, it's shit just being labelled by cunts. And as I said, that whole guilty by association, if you knew my fucking family, the things I'd be guilty of.
Joe, thanks for everything, man.
Thank
Honestly.
you.
So,
Thank you.
honestly, can't explain how grateful we are, man. Thanks very much.
No, you're very welcome, and it was great to have you on board, and you did really well, and I was happy for you. And again, I wasn't nervous that you were going to be shit, because if it was going to be shit, I was going to slag you.
Yeah.
So I was like, what you thinking now? Too shy, pal.
Yeah.
But you did well, and I was like, and everyone did well, and I was so happy. And the bit we didn't get back to where we were talking about earlier, about the jokes in the green room, and it was like that. But that was such a good thing as well. And as comedians, the whole thing as well about where we're going with this, we're not being bad bastards, but we take the piss out of each other.
That's how you make everything. You have to get through.
And Black Paddy was saying that thing about when we were like fucking the US, and it says anyone that wants to be offended will be offended. I was like, see them bears, because I rang Black Paddy, I rang you. I was like, what bears do you want? Let's get Gargle into the green room.
Yeah.
And he asked for 0-0, and I was like, put that 0-0 in the fridge, and I got it in, and I was like that to the boys' card. I was like, don't touch that 0-0, that's for Black Paddy. And he's like, oh, does he not drink? And I was like, oh no, I'm just not comfortable around black people with alcohol. But Black Paddy was there. It was the joke. It was obviously, and it's like, you can, and it allows me, oh, that's racist. It's not, come on, it's a fucking joke. Lighten up, slag me. I'm a horrible looking cunt with ginger hair and freckles. Give me we don't give a fuck. Stop being offended about every little thing. Now the cunts go, oh, don't say that, my child is dyslexic. Fuck her.
So I fucking love you, man. Thanks so much.
Joe,
Thank
fucking
you.
legend.